Can I talk to you for a few minutes? Just honestly. If you're over 50, retired, or getting close, and you don't have quite enough to live the way that you hoped, you're probably carrying that more quietly than people realize. Most people do. You're not falling apart. You're not dramatic about it. You just adjust. Maybe you pass on a trip. Maybe you think twice before spending. Maybe you tell yourself, we'll see next year. And you try to be grateful because you did work hard. You followed the rules. You saved, you showed up. But somewhere along the way, you started wondering, is this how it's supposed to be? Not luxury, not flashy, just a little breathing room, a little bit more freedom, a little more ease. And here's the truth I had to face. If nothing changes, nothing changes. I remember thinking about going back to work full time, 40 hours a week, a steady paycheck. But I also knew what that meant. Less time, less flexibility, trading days for dollars again. At this stage of life, time feels different. You don't want to spend the next 10 years grinding just to feel safe. And I thought, okay, maybe I'll start a business. But traditional businesses take years to build, years before they run without you, years before you ever get your time back. And I kept on coming back to one question. Is the answer really to work harder? Or is there a smarter way? That question changed everything for me. Because for those of us over 50, this isn't about ego. It's not about building an empire. It's about alignment. It's about creating income in a way that supports your life instead of consuming it. And that's when I came across something that shifted my entire outlook. I found a free blueprint that explained how income is actually being created in today's new economy. It wasn't hype, it wasn't complicated, and it wasn't figure it out on your own. It was about systems and leverage and automation doing the heavy lifting instead of you. And what really caught my attention was the idea of a focused 2-hour workday. Not all day, not a constant hustle, just 2 intentional hours inside a proven structure. That felt different because most of us don't need more stress. We need smarter structure. Income today is not about how many hours you work. It's how you position yourself. And for the first time in a long time, I didn't feel behind. I felt like maybe, just maybe, I still had options. Now, I'm not saying you don't have to put in effort, but there's a difference between effort that builds freedom and effort that keeps you afloat. At this stage of life, that difference matters. So let me ask you something. If your goal is more time, more flexibility, more ability to say yes to the moments that matter, does going back to 40 hours a week make sense? Or does learning a proven skill inside a system that already has the automation built make more sense? You don't have to have everything figured out. I didn't. I just knew that staying where I was, financially and mentally, wasn't going to create the future I wanted. And sometimes that's enough to take the first step. If something in this message resonates with you, even just a little, comment yes. And I'll send you that free blueprint that changed my outlook on how income is created now in this new economy. Just take a look at it. See if it speaks to you. You deserve more than just getting by. And it's not too late to choose differently. Aloha.